Hello everyone, Man here. Welcome to a Suggestion Saturday video. Now this is going to be a short and sweet one. Right now, I want to talk about the invention skill and suggestion for the invention skill. Now, if those of you who had followed it since it was mentioned at the RuneFest before release, about how they were initially saying about 2 batches of it. And basically, my suggestion is to do it. Now, here's the reason behind it. Right now, as a whole, Invention seems incomplete. It's good, it has its perks, but it doesn't feel like a whole skill. And the reason for that is because as you get higher and higher level, ooh, excuse me. As you get to higher levels, and actually even other levels, there might only be one thing every so often once you get higher levels. But also at the lower levels, there's only, one unlock per. Which is traditional, skilling, but for what it is, it feels like there should be a whole lot more. I'm thinking, more tech trees. The factory machines, the production machines, as they had it. There's a lot more potential for RuneScape, for invention in RuneScape than they're really using it for. Because, for instance, if you had the production machine, let's say they have one for cannonballs, and like they had said before, it would make the items after you put the resources in it to be made. You get those items, but you don't get the XP. So it's kind of like, you're not benefiting from the XP, but you're still getting the item. Which I know that could devalue certain items, but at the same time, it'll make other items go up. Because right now, okay, we'll use, I'm just going to use cannonballs for an example. If you have, let's say, thousands of steel bars, you want cannonballs, you're just going to go out and buy the cannonballs and use those steel bars for something else to go through and consume them faster. But if you had this machine, you could just simply throw all your bars in it, and it'll produce them, every so many minute. Every so many minutes, so it's hard to say exactly what the, ratio would be, but that's how it would be. But that would mean more people would be wanting to get cannonballs. So, more people would want to make them and have them to use them. Because there's not such a pain to actually make anymore. The cost of a cannonball individually would go down, but the demand for more iron and coal would go up, as well as the demand for steel bars would go up, because more people would be making them. It would be more beneficial. So that's just, one example of how it could be actually beneficial for actually skillers, not so much the PVMer aspect. And not to mention, as you're doing invention, let's say you are mass producing a lot of certain items, there's a good chance you might be disassembling a lot of those items too for more components. So it's not necessarily going to be an overpowering kind of device. It could in some aspects, but at the same time, if they keep releasing more and more item sinks, it'll be okay. So that is actually this week's suggestion. Oh, and also they really need more perks. Whenever they were first initially talking about perks, they had a huge list of them. And we received maybe 10% of what that list actually was. So it'd be nice to see at least more of that come into play here soon. I don't know about you guys, but if you've seen the last Rune Fest, they have 3 expansions in mind for this coming year. And I have a feeling, now I might be wrong, but I have a feeling that next gen is going to be for the next expansion. I'm probably wrong. It's probably going to be announced at Rune Fest about it, and then it'll probably be a big thing next year. That'll probably be next year's. But part of me has got this weird inkling that the next gen thing is going to be possibly this year, because they were already talking about moving the game tick and a whole bunch of other stuff. I forget where I'm going with this. But yeah, so... Oh, I remember where I was going for it. So... I don't know if a big release into Invention would be part of an expansion. That's why I was getting into that. Like, so maybe for the 3rd expansion for the year, it could be part of it. But I don't really see how they could tie into something. But yet again, I don't know what they're going to be really going for with all these expansions. So, it's hard to say. But that'll actually do it for the... Suggestion Saturday video part of this thing. I did want to make a mention that I am currently looking for channel art. So if you are interested in making a banner, I do have Reddit, so I'll probably go on Reddit for this kind of... Well, actually I gotta get my Reddit going again. But I do want to start looking for channel art. My artwork is very basic. I would like to have looking a bit better. Because I'm going to be doing channel updates here and there for a while now, and I'm getting more and more happy with how my channel's starting to look. So, if you have, made channel art, if it fits like what the channel is about, that's what I'd be looking for, what the channel is about. So, if you're interested in something like that, and if you want, unfortunately, I'd like to do royalty free. I mean, to be honest, I'm not really making anything off the channel yet. That's pretty obvious. For how old the channel is versus how many subs. That whole rigmarole. So, it's nothing bad. It's just, it's kind of a nice, calm little community. But yeah, so I'd like to try to kind of get some more channel art going. I want to try to expand the channel, do more with it. I'm going to be doing more types of games now, because I'm starting to finish up different series. This coming week, I'm probably going to be doing some Osiris New Dawn, because it's a kind of a weekend kind of game, because it takes a long time to really do anything for me in that game. So, yeah. Expect to see that next week. I'm not sure how long into that series I'm really going to go, but yeah. Anyway, without any further ado, this is supposed to just be a Suggestion Saturday, but I did want to make a few announcements like that. So if you do have any artwork, please let me know. If you want to have it advertised on the channel, if you want to make artwork for the channel, that is fantastic. But just keep in mind, I am looking for royalty free. Like I said, it's just because the channel's not that big yet, so I'm not really making anything off of the channel. However, if you wish to get compensated, maybe we can talk about something too. So, just let me know what you guys think. If you have something, just let me know. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, later guys.